Hi, team. Good morning. It's a very sunny Friday afternoon here in Manila, Philippines, and I have a special topic right now. I'd like to talk about Luxembourg, a country in Europe which is compared to, let's say, big cities in Manila, is about the same size. Uh, it's actually almost the same size as uh, as Davao, uh, a, a province that we have in Mindanao, southern part of the Philippines, which is also a very progressive place, one of the very progressive places in the Philippines. So I I I cannot just imagine talking about Luxembourg in this vlog, but I was just amazed at how Luxembourg, a small country that it is the world's leading in terms of gross domestic product. Uh, it started in the late 1800s, in particular 1870, until around the 1970s, wherein this country, Luxembourg, was the leading producer of steel, and that actually started their progress towards being a very rich country. And if you look into the way of life, if I'm not mistaken, one of every 15 people who are in Luxembourg are millionaires. So why is Luxembourg a very rich country? Um, it's primarily because Luxembourg is, I would say, a major business center for big companies because of its enticing tax laws. It's very friendly for the big companies to establish their business in Luxembourg. Uh, this blog is about simple conversation, and I would not uh, provide complicated numbers, but would primarily discuss uh, the wisdom towards the topic that we tackle here. So, and I think if you compare the Philippines and Luxembourg, we in terms of gross domestic product, we probably would be a tenth of the GDP of Luxembourg. And but the leaders of this country, the Philippines, are doing as much as they can towards revising or attempting to amend the constitution to place some investor friendly provisions. As we all know, in the Philippines, uh, a corporation must be 60% owned by Filipinos. That's one. And foreigners may not acquire properties here. And to put it simply, uh, our tax laws are very much different from the tax laws in Luxembourg. I would like to point out as well that we tried, the leaders of this country, the Philippines, tried to amend the constitution, but sometimes it's being taken as an attempt to prolong their tenure, and that's why even the genuine attempt to amend the constitutional, the economic provision of the constitution are being challenged by the opposition or by anyone who are scared that the current leaders are just doing that just to propagate or extend their tenure. So I think, um, looking at the history of Luxembourg, uh, we Filipinos should learn. We need to have a national uh, consciousness or a unified strategic approach towards ensuring that we provide foreign investors an easier way to put in their businesses, especially the big ones here in the Philippines. There are attempts, as I mentioned earlier, but I think as a people, sometimes we need to trust more. And on the part of the politicians, maybe they should somehow make the people feel that their actions are not self-centered. So there you go, guys. We can learn from countries like Luxembourg for us to have a good strategy towards the future. In one of my blogs, I actually mentioned about or talked about the mining industry in the Philippines, and I mentioned that the Philippines is the number 2 producer of nickel. And you can just imagine, nickel is a primary component of steel. Luxembourg was a steel producer for centuries, which prompted their progress. And you can just imagine any gadgets that you have right now, those gadgets need nickel or the other minerals that are found in the Philippines, which we are top producers. So we have the resources. All we need to do now is to have a unified approach as a people and will it to happen. Have a strategic direction towards us being at the forefront of the industry that we have 2, 3, 5 years from now. Unless we do that, we will remain stagnant and remain to be subpar compared to our neighboring countries. Alright, guys, I know this may be different from my usual topics, but I would like to from time to time venture into topics that have some form of national importance for us to be able to have a brighter future. Alright, guys, see you on my next vlog. Thank you.